So I'll be working with 2 kilos, 285 grams of this type of CPUs here. So this is the best CPUs. So this is my material here, my CPUs, gold-legged, eprons, some people call it. I'm using hydrochloric acid to dissolve base metals this time, just because there was some tin involved. So when there's tin, you don't want to use nitric leach. You want to use copper 2 chloride. So this time I didn't have a hydrogen peroxide. I just had a bubbler and hydrochloric acid. And then what I did here, I did cut the solution in another bucket just to have contact, just to expose the CPUs exposed to air. And then after one day, I'll put the acid back on and continue to the copper 2 chloride method of dissolving base metal. And then after that, it's going to be aquaregia and to dissolve the gold. And that's the process, basically. So this is the CPUs here after 12 hours of being exposed to air. This is how it looks like. All I'm gonna do now is add the solution back into there and leave it and turn the bubbler on. This is how it looks like. Copper 2 chloride. We got up to this point. So I spent a long time doing aquaregia on here, maybe a day doing aquaregia. This is a new aquaregia just put there. This is the old one I transferred to this beaker. So I transfer and then I put a new one to make sure I get all the gold from the CPUs, all the metals into the aquaregia, leave the ceramic clean without any kind of metals. And then after this, I'll transfer this other remaining aquaregia to this beaker here, heat it up, put it to 90 degrees Celsius, and I will denox. Then I'll be ready for dropping the gold, and that'll be my first refine. This is what's going on here. I am finishing up the aquaregia here. There was still some gold pieces with the ceramics. So what I'm doing now, I'm just finishing cleaning up the ceramics, making sure I get all the gold, and then I'll transfer to this beaker here that's already have a solution from yesterday that was doing the same thing, aquaregia on the CPUs. Then I will be ready for denoxing, which means I'll neutralize the acid, drive away all the nitric from solution, getting ready for when I do that, I'll get ready to drop the gold, and then that's gonna be my first refine. So first I did the gold recover, which means copper 2 chloride is a acid attacking base metal that's called recovered. And then now what I call it's called refining. So I'm refining. That's the first refine. Why first refine? Because you refine 2 times to get 100% gold, 99% gold, and if you don't do 2 times, it's very hard to get a very good quality gold. So that's why I have. So this is the first refine, and then I'll be doing another one after, another refine after this first one. So it's gonna be 2 refines and maybe even 3 if it's needed. We do 3, but most of the time in 2 you get everything, like you get a very good gold. So this is it. I finished dissolving all gold from the CPUs. The CPUs was in one of those beakers there, and I removed from the inside of the beaker, and then I put on this straining so I could wash it, and then I took the water and put it back in there. I divided the solution in 2 beakers because it was a big amount of a solution, and I don't want to work with the solution on the top, all the way to the top of one beaker, so I divided them in 2. I'm heating it up. I'm gonna let it boil for a little bit because there's lots of water, to evaporate some of the water and to lose some of the nitric as well. And then my next step is gonna be, as it is hot, I'm gonna use this acid here, this sulfamic acid, to denox, and then I'm gonna denox the solution. That will be like neutralizing the nitric acid, and that will make the solution ready to drop the gold, to precipitate the gold out of the solution. So this is it. Solution is ready for denoxation. I'll do that using sulfamic acid, and I'll be adding sulfamic acid slowly. Strong reaction there. That means there's a lot of extra acid there. I didn't need to have that much, but the problem is I need lots of acid to travel through all the CPUs and wash all the gold out of it. Okay, so this is time to filter. I just improvised a filter here. I just cut a bottle, a carton of HCl. I took this, I made a hole here and put one of these. This is a makeup remover, or used for makeup. It's cotton, and then I put it in here, 2 of them, make it nice and tight. And this is just for filtering first time, nothing special. And then this is my first refine, and it's gonna be filtered next, but this is for a lost solution, so this filter has to be big, so I don't want to be waiting here for this, so I just dump it in here and leave it and come back maybe, I don't know, 10 minutes it's gonna take, maybe more, maybe less. Yes, was taking a very long time, and I decided to add another funnel, and I'm gonna leave it there and come back maybe in half an hour or 1 hour or even more. It looks like it's gonna take a long time to finish the filtration. Still have some over here. I'm gonna filter this, but I leave this for last because this is what clogs the filters and make it even longer. It takes even longer to filter the solution. So I already filtered, and I already dropped the gold from this one, from this side here. I just did. I thought it was recording, but the camera wasn't on. I'm using this copperless for my precipitation. This is the first one, so copperless is always recommended for the first drop. And then I'll mix it with water. Sometimes I filter, but this time I'm just a little bit in a hurry. I'm just gonna dump it in here. And copper is not toxic, so there is no fumes here. The solution is like cold, it's very cold. It's not like it's room temperature. There's not much fumes, so mix. This is the next day now. I precipitated the gold yesterday. I don't know how it looks, if there's still gold in solution, if there is still gold in solution or not. Maybe there's still gold in solution, maybe there's all the gold didn't precipitate. I don't know. I'm gonna check now. I'm gonna do a stannous test and to see if there's still gold in solution. It doesn't look there's any gold there. This is the other day now. I precipitated the gold yesterday, so now what I'm going to do is check the. I'm gonna decant, take the solution out, put it in a waste bucket, check the gold. Next one. There's gold here on the bottom. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to transfer it all to one beaker. Then I will dry this gold. I usually don't dry the gold. I usually do 2 times precipitation with copperless. But since I'm running out of copperless now, this next my second refine, I will precipitate with SMB. For that reason, for that reason I'll have to dry the gold, put in a scale, see how much it weighs, and then I'll before I do my second aquaregia, and then I'll put a aquaregia, and then so I know the weight of the gold. That's how I know how much SMB I'm gonna use to precipitate the gold. So that's it for now. Just remove the gold. I'm noticing one gold looks very different than the other. I don't know why. One looks like light brown, the other one looks very dark. I just finished drying my precipitant, so now I'm gonna place inside the scale to see how much it weighs. It weighs 36 grams. That means I need to use at least 36 grams of SMB for the precipitation with SMB. So I have the gold in I put in the beaker. Now I'm going to put some HCl. Let me put the gloves. I'm just gonna cover in HCl. And I will add some nitric acid. This is 30% nitric, that's why I put a good amount. It's not concentrated. I mean, the concentration is low, so I put a little more. And always cover your gold, because one of these days I did a standard test with the vapors that comes out, and there was gold in there. So always cover so you don't lose gold. And that's it. I'll leave like that. It's gonna dilute the gold. It's gonna dissolve the gold. And I don't want to put heat for now. I just want to leave it like that. I don't want strong reaction. Okay, I'll come back when it's all dissolved. having a very strong reaction. I usually don't like this very strong reaction. I like to go slowly, but it's hard to dose the right amount of nitric you put. But still good, still happening. Nothing wrong with that, it happens. So the looks like there's no more reaction there. The aquaregia dissolved all the gold, and what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna transfer to the beaker that I previous did the aquaregia, and I did a drop because there's some gold there still on the walls, and so I'm gonna transfer it there, and I'm gonna heat it up one more time, and maybe I get a little bit of gold that is stuck to the wall of this side over here. So it's so now I'm just going to inox it. Solution is hot. Just gonna drop some sulfamic acid again. So now I'm just gonna leave it until it's cool, and then once it's cooled down, I'm just gonna filter it, and then it's ready for filtering. I'll filter it one more time, and that's gonna be ready for dropping the gold. I'm going to start filtering. And then my next step is going to be the final drop of the gold. I had to put a lid over for it to hold the funnel. I hope it doesn't give in, so the funnel doesn't fall through the beaker. Looks like the cotton that I put there, it's very tight. It's gonna be a little longer. I like to get every drop of it. That's why I do this. I don't want to lose any aquaregia. So I let it go nice and slowly. So solution is filtered. Just finish filtering the solution. Now I'm gonna work with some SMB. I'm gonna drop the gold with SMB. I just put in the water, mix it, and then I'm gonna do that into solution right now. So this is the other day. I'm just gonna check the solution with stannous test. I put a few drops there. No instant reaction, but it's turned It's turning brownish. Brownish, yep. I think that means it's a fake positive. That's when you put too much SMB. That's what I think is what's happening right now. I'm gonna decant that solution here, and I'll heat it up, see what happens. Maybe there's more gold in the solution, maybe not. It looks less now than the first time. Obviously, for some reason, I don't know. I probably I'm not gonna get the 36 grams that I weighed on the first time, but that's okay. Right now I'm working on two things. I'm working on this. I'm boiling with water. I'm gonna boil like 3 times with water, 3-4 times, and then this one here, this is the waste solution. I believe I did the stannous test. It came out brownish. I believe that's excess of SMB, and I'm gonna boil as well to drive the excess SMB, and then I will repeat stannous test to see if there's still gold in that solution. So the solution is hot, very, very hot. I tried to take a sample out of there somehow and do a stannous test somehow. I don't want to stick a spoon in there. I'm going to try to get some drops with the rod. It's a very small sample. Let's see what happens. Drop of stannous test. No reaction. That means there's no gold in solution, or my stannous test is not up to date. So what I'm gonna do, I have like a solution here that has a little bit of gold, a waste solution that has a little bit of gold. I'll check my stannous test if it's working, and then I'll know if the stannous test is good. So I'm gonna check now if the stannous test is good. So that means the stannous test is working properly. And what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna proceed with the washes with this one. I'm gonna work with some HCl right now, hydrochloric acid, and that's gonna purify the precipitant and get ready for melting. So this is boiling for a few minutes now. The solution became very yellow, and the color of the precipitant changed from dark to light brown. It's looking much better now, more clumpier. Clumpier. I don't know if I'm going to what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put some more HCl and repeat another boil. Another few minutes, and then once I see the solution coming out of it is clear, that means it's ready. So I will repeat the HCl wash. Just finished the precipitant. Looks lighter brown, looks much better now. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna transfer it to a beaker. My beaker looks like a little used, but it's the one I have right now, and I still can use. I think I'm still fine to use another time. Then I'm gonna put a pinch of borax. Oops, almost broke my beaker. I will use a pinch of borax there, and it's going into the furnace. That there is a piece of it's a crucible on top of a brick. The brick broke, and but it's still sturdy. It's still good to put into the furnace. just turn it off. I'm gonna wait to cool down a little bit to make it harden, so it's not molten anymore, so I can grab the bottom. It may take maybe 1 minute or two. I don't like to cool down too fast, I like to cool down slowly. But I like the way the gold moves, looks like it's alive. It's very hot still. And now I'm boiling the bottom so I can be free from the borax that gets stuck to it, or you know, like the ugly color that gets stuck with the borax on the outside. Maybe some dirt from the crucible. It all comes out now. And then next thing I'm gonna do, I'm going to weigh it, and that's it. So now this is the gold. How many grams do I get? 30.3 grams. So my first weigh was 36. It came down to 30 from my first refine, and I got a lot of stuff on a lot of yak stuff on the filter, so maybe so you guys know, from the first to the second refine it gets a lot more of impurities out of the gold. It looks very pure right now. Tomorrow I'm gonna sell this gold, and then I'm gonna know if it's triple nines or 4.9s. It looks like all the borax is gone, is released.